my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I'm Kiara and today I'm going to be talking about how much it costs to have a baby. I will be basing this off my personal experience as my partner Ryan and I fell pregnant when we were 17 years old and now we have a beautiful almost 15-month-old baby girl. So first I'm going to start off with pregnancy. When I found out I was pregnant, I went to the doctors. They suggested some vitamins. We did already have some vitamins at the house, so I only spent about $80 on vitamins throughout my whole pregnancy. I didn't have to buy any maternity clothes because I did stay in the house the whole time and just lounged around in trackies and PJs, but I did buy a dress from Supre because it shaped my bump really cutely. I bought a yoga ball for about $8 and Ryan and I attended some birthing classes at the hospital we were going to give birth at. That would have costed $150 each, but due to us having a healthcare card, it didn't cost us anything. And same goes with ultrasounds and appointments. So all up, not including the food I was craving, I only spent about $88 throughout my pregnancy. Also to add, I live in Melbourne, Australia, and the cost of her birth and our 4-night stay there didn't cost a thing. But I do know in other countries it costs up to thousands of dollars to actually give birth to your child in a hospital. So that is something to keep in mind if you are planning to have a baby or you're expecting a baby and you do live in another country. As you can see, it's nighttime. This is the only time I've got right now to do a video. And I seem to only get all my energy during the night. It might have something to do with what I eat during the night though. Now, in regards to food, Brooklyn was exclusively breastfed from the moment she was born to about 6 months old. So for that whole time, we didn't have to pay for her to eat at all. Some parents though choose not to or can't breastfeed their babies, which there is no problem with. So then they do have to buy formula for their babies, which can be very expensive. So that's a good thing to keep in mind as well. Then when Brooklyn was 6 months old, she had her first try of a poached apple. She loved it. I was like, great, this is awesome. And then I had a mini freak out. I was like, what the hell am I supposed to give her now? So I went to Woolworths and Coles and I got the little food pouches that they have for the babies. And I gave her some of those. I wanted to find out what she liked and what she didn't like. And can I just say the amount of judgment I got for getting the food pouches for her was insane. I felt like the worst parent in the world because I wasn't at home cooking up these huge batches of food for her, which I did do from about 9 months old when she actually was having like a little bit of a meal. And still to this day, she does have a sweet pouch probably every second night. It's like a little dessert. She loves the vanilla custard ones, the chocolate custard ones, or the pureed fruit ones. So those come to about $1.50, $2 each. Then you've got fresh fruit and veggies, and they seem to be getting more expensive by the day. I'm going to say about $360 has been spent on food for her from the moment she probably started having little meals. I'm going so red, like look at that. That's not blush. I wiped as much makeup as I put on makeup, right? Because I got all this energy and then I took it off. The eyes didn't really, it doesn't matter. But this isn't blush. This is red from embarrassment right now. Next is toys and clothes and blankets. We got a ton of baby clothes gifted to us when I was pregnant and just after I gave birth. So we didn't have to worry about buying Brooklyn clothes for about 3 to 6 months, I want to say. And then when she got to about 6 months, that's when I started going out and doing big shops at Best and Less, Ollie's Place, sometimes Bonds when they have their 40% off sale. And when I go there, I do spend quite a bit of money because I try and buy for the whole time that she's going to be in that age group, if that makes sense. And a little bit for the next age group. So when she does suddenly just decide to grow out of everything, she does have a few clothes in the next size up. So I do end up spending a couple hundred each shop. I tried to calculate it the best of my abilities. I've spent about $1,000 on clothes for her so far. I don't know if that's good or bad. I feel like other people could be worse than me, but I could be worse than other people. We've spent about $500 on toys for her as well. Ryan and I spent about $350 at Bunnings one time to get 2 playpens to join them together and make them bigger, and $50 on foam mats. That has been the best investment of my life. I can freely walk around the house without worry that she's going to, I don't know, you know, babies, you're worried, but in the playpen, I know that she's safe. We spent about $70 on rockers. I bought a rocker for about $20 during my pregnancy. She loved that when she was newborn. It had a couple dangly things on them and it was perfect. Then she got older and she wasn't having it anymore. So we found one at Big W for about $50. It shook and it had more dangly things on. She loved it. Next, we have the necessities like prams, car seats, cots, bassinets. When I was pregnant, we bought a pram. It was $200, which was a really good price considering prams can be really expensive. Then soon after she was born, we realized it was not what we wanted. The pouch under the pram that holds your bag, it broke like immediately. It was really hard to clean and she was quite a chucker when she was little. I talk about her like she's old now. I just want them to be even. The suspension was weird, the brakes were weird, it was just a weird pram. We didn't like it, so I looked on Gumtree for another one, found one for $250. It was the same one that I was looking at Baby Bunting, except it was just like a quarter of the price. So we snatched that pram up and it has been perfect ever since. We did have a car seat when she was born. That didn't cost us anything, but also again soon after we wanted to get some new ones. Went into Baby Bunting, we came out with 2 car seats, one for Ryan's car and one for my car. We only spent $400, which was amazing considering, again, some of the car seats can be over $1,000. I won't lie, I did feel guilty with buying the cheaper car seats, but I was reassured by the employee that they all have to have the same safety features or else they wouldn't be able to sell them. We bought some Baby Love ones and they have been amazing. Now, we did get gifted a Bori bassinet and a Bori cot as well. If they weren't gifted to us, definitely a lot of money would have been spent on her bedding. There are other options though. There's Big W, there's Kmart. They do sell cheaper ones, just as good, I would assume, because you do have to have the standard safety features to be able to sell things for babies. Next, we have the change table. I was so stubborn on getting a change table when I was pregnant, and I found the perfect one. It had like a little storage compartment thing underneath it, then it had a bath, and then it had a change table on the top. We actually still have it, it's just packed away in the garage now. Yes, you would lift the change table like it was a lid and there would be the bath. I found that it was $50. I was like, hell yes, that's so good. But the only problem was it was quite the distance away from us. So Ryan contacted one of his relatives that actually lived quite close to there. They picked it up and dropped it off that weekend because there was a family party going on and they decided to give that to us as a gift. Last but not least, nappies and wipes. She went through when she was a newborn, so we did spend quite a bit of money on nappies when she was going through that stage. It's a good time for a cookie break. We get the Aldi home brand Mamia. I hope that's how you pronounce it. It's $10 for a 50 pack, so she'll use that a week, and there's another packet just for a few more if she needs them. So for the whole year, I'm going to say about $550, maybe $60 has been spent on nappies. Now with wipes, we get the Kmart brand. I'm not sure what they're called, but they come with about, I think, 4 packets in a box, and they have 480 wipes in the box. She goes through that about every 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks. So at $9 a box, that comes to $250 we've spent on wipes for about a year. That sounds about right. Yeah, because they're $9 a box. So approximately, that's about $800 for a year for nappies and wipes. Now that's everything that I could think of that we have bought for Brooklyn. I'm sure I've missed a couple things here and there, but that is as close as I'm going to get as to remembering everything that we bought for her. So the total amount of money we have spent from the moment I found out I was pregnant to her very first birthday is roughly $4,500. That seems like a lot of money to me, but then I think about prams and car seats that go for over $1,000, almost $2,000. maybe we did pretty well. And I'm actually really happy with that number. Maybe I should do one of these every year and see how much more money is spent or less money. All right, well, let me know if that's a good idea. I'll start writing it down. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to make it not as bland by adding a plant and some Oreos, which I am slowly going through. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Like I said before, it is dark right now. So Brooklyn won't be able to say goodbye right now, but I will get her to say goodbye when she's woken up. Well, I think it's time to say bye now. Bye. I feel like I'm on the news.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good girl. Business up the top, party down the bottom. Business up the top, party down the bottom.